in beach renourishment for federal, state, local government. However, I think anybody and everybody recognizes that the inevitable forces of nature that come into play, whether it's hurricanes, whether it's the normal factors that go into eroding or moving beach sands from one area to another, can only be manipulated by man to a certain extent. And I think what we have to have is a long-term plan in which we recognize both the cost and the implications of whatever we're going to do out there, messing with what Mother Nature's trying to do. And that's not easy, and it won't be cheap. And I think there's a balancing and a compromise that has to be reached, but it has to be on a long-term basis.
Mr. Gray. Yeah, I think we have to strike a balance. Obviously, our beaches and the coastal areas are a big draw for vacationers to North Carolina, and we want to continue that and expand it into the future. But if you build a property, multi-million though it may be, right next to the water's edge, and Mother Nature decides that they're going to take some of your property, I don't know that you should send that bill to the taxpayers and folks down in Cherokee County. Now, having said this, we witnessed after Hurricane Katrina the poor job of the Corps of Engineers. God bless them. I know they have a tough job, but I would work on the White House and Congress to let North Carolina at least in part opt out, and I think we can do a better job, and I'd love to take on that task. Mr. Powers.
You know, I'm a farmer people, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think like a politician. I think out of the box, as many of you taxpayers, self-employed owners would know where I'm talking about. And to me, a politician will tell you, okay, well, we'll work on federal and get more funding from them, have them do more, help more, send more. Where do they get their money from? From you. So we got to start thinking, you know, we got to go another route here to cut your taxes, cut them out, cut them down. And as far as renourishing the beaches, let the locals decide. They will know more about tourism on a beach than we mountain people will on the top of a mountain. However, the money, we can take a bottle of water, just imported water here, this is not. We can take a pint bottle of water.
That's from China.
I can't see without my glasses. We can take a pint bottle of water, ladies and gentlemen. I can show you how we can do this. Buy it locally instead of import it from other states. We, the people, will clear the taxpayers 64 cents per bottle, cut taxes $10 million per county. It's common sense. It's just coming from small business owners. Common sense.
All right, that concludes the first round of tonight's debate. Thank you, panel of media worthies over there. We'll begin the next round of questions.